Hi, everybody. Okay, so for those of you who want to do the self-awareness activity this week, for the week of January 17th to the 26th, I pulled the cards and they're really cool. They're a really cool combination. We've got forgiveness, humility, and take a break. So, forgiveness, if you want to take a screenshot, there she is. Forgiveness. Type 1. Even though I tell you that it's okay, I'll never really forget. And by the way, it's conditional. If you ever do it again or something else I judge as wrong, it will show up again like it's never been gone, and the tally sheet of your wrongdoings will grow and grow and grow. Type number 2, forgiveness. We're innocent creatures who are here to learn and teach each other. In this process, we'll sometimes do things that hurt each other. It's part of the journey towards self-awareness. There's nothing to forgive, only understanding to be had. So, this is the thought you're being asked to contemplate this week, to let roll around and see where the idea of forgiveness shows up for you. Again, in terms of memory and in terms of experience this week. It's not just about how you forgive, but it's how you've been forgiven. Okay, so notice whether or not there is still a sense of, well, if you're not forgiven, then obviously in some ways you're still considered wrong, bad, guilty, shameful, whatever the adjective is that somebody might have used on you. Check in to see if you're still feeling any of those things, because sometimes, the reality is it's not so much about anybody else forgiving us. It's about us forgiving ourselves, realizing that we will make mistakes and that we don't mean to hurt. Even if there's even if there is an intention to hurt at some point, like as in paying somebody back or punishing them, understand that it's coming from something in you that needs to be healed. Doesn't mean that it's to be condoned or say, oh, that's all right. It's accepting it as something that's part of you that can be looked at and healed and changed. Because usually when we're holding grudges, it's because there's something in us that is being triggered and that isn't okay. And if we're being critical of ourselves, if we're not forgiving ourselves, that's like a double whammy. It's also true typically that when we get things thrown back at us in terms of repeated attitudes, that it's because we're holding a similar energy ourselves towards us, towards our own self. So it's a really, really good opportunity to look at underlying issues that you may need to be forgiven for by someone else or yourself, or that you need to be offering someone else. Okay, humility. It works perfectly with humility. Listen, I love it. There's more at work than just you. As you go through your day, remember that there are other influences which may know better. No matter what you think you know, no matter what you know, no matter what you're planning to do, remain open to the idea that there is a wisdom beyond yours and stay open to the input. So even if you think you deserve to be blamed or somebody else deserves to be blamed, you may be making assumptions about something that isn't true. You may be making assumptions about facts, but you also may be making assumptions about what guilt and innocence really is or really are. Now, the other one I think is really quite wonderful. Take a break. Take a break today from working on making yourself or your life better. This includes your figure, your intelligence, your communication skills, your spiritual practice, your self-love, self-discipline, sales quota, or your mood. Today, enjoy anything or nothing. Give up the struggle for better. Let whatever is be enough. When you feel tempted, remind yourself, there's no right or wrong about me. Today, I accept all of me just as I am. Isn't that perfect with forgiveness and with humility? Okay? There is no right or wrong about me. Today I accept all of me just as I am. No matter what you think you know, no matter what you know or think you know, remember and realize there is another influence which may know better. And how does that relate to forgiveness in your life? Okay? So I've spread it out in a couple of possible ways, and you might decide to apply it differently, or it might trigger things for you that I haven't thought of. Follow your hunch on that. Let it go where it's going to take you. These are not telling you what you should think. These are designed to get you thinking and feeling and acting. So take your own lead if this doesn't make any sense to you as I've presented it. Okay? I'll be back with a debrief on these at the appropriate time. Have fun. I think they're wonderful. And it's a great week to be gentle with yourself. You know? We often struggle to make ourselves better because we are thinking that there's something wrong. And that is a way of not forgiving ourselves, really, isn't it? Not accepting ourselves the way we are. So that's it. I leave you now. Have a great week.